What's happening, fam? L.A.R. movement still moving. Book is entitled Lessons from a Non-Custodial Father at Amazon, Kindle, and CreateSpace. A link will be in the description box below, as usual. This one is entitled Black Men Peep Game. It's a lot of things that go on in society that we peep the game, and a lot of times people want to run game on us that we already see what's going on, and you can live under the stereotype that we're stupid, or you don't have to respect us, or we're nobody, and you can do whatever and get away with it, and just claim that you're scared, you're in fear for your life type thing. And that wasn't like just like a police thing. That's just an in general thing. People like start stuffing and playing the victim with us. But in a lot of different ways, we peep game. And it hurts people's feelings when we speak the truth from our point of view, right? Like, we peep game a long time ago how this country was financially going into the toilet. We peep game a long time ago when we were saying, look, these rich people are gonna fuck up the country. They're gonna be out for self, and they're gonna fuck up all the money. But nobody wanted to hear that. And now, with this country 20 trillion plus in debt, and people losing their minds because they don't know how they're going to pay this off, and you can't create a war to get out of this situation, and it ballooned to that amount. And think about it, we went from a surplus in 2000 to 20 trillion in debt by 2018. 20 years. That's a serious spiral out of control, right? We peep game, and the thing about it is, the nation was like, "Oh, we can bounce back." And brothers like, we peep game about going to Iraq. We was like, "Look, dog, you don't go over there. It's gonna call. You don't want to be in the Middle East messing with stuff. You're gonna lose more than you gain." And then we peep game about, you're not supposed to be going to Iraq because Iraqis didn't knock down the Twin Towers, but people didn't want to say that. Peep game so much, that's partially how Barack Obama became the president, because he was one of the people who didn't vote. It's like, nah, that's a bad idea. We ain't going there. No. I see that's a problem. You're going to the wrong place, right? But people didn't want to listen, right? And thus, we've been in Iraq and Afghanistan since, right? And that's part of this country's downfall. Brothers peep game a long time ago when it came to outsourcing, because we had a last hired first fired type of thing. So we peep game a long time ago, like, look, y'all about to lose all y'all jobs to people overseas. Y'all might have to try to learn some different things, get 2-3 jobs. Okay. And then, those big companies that were over paying people to the high 5 and 6 figures started laying people off. Part of the recession, right? People who were making a lot of money in a year, and severance packages, and couldn't find other jobs because they were priced out of the marketplace, and their jobs were moved to different places, different states. That's why people get mad about, you need to speak English when you're calling customer service. They get somebody from India or somebody Hispanic and shit like that. Like, it is what it is. They went to other places to get cheaper labor. And brothers peep game about that a long time ago. They're going to outsource this work for cheaper. You know why? Because brothers have been getting undercut like that for years. For years. When people talk about illegal immigrants, part of that was there was a lot of contract and skilled black workers who people didn't want to pay because they got all their certifications, and they would pay the white people, but they wouldn't pay the black people. But then it's like, well, we're gonna cut this corner. We can pay these Mexicans under the table. They illegally. We pay them cheaper. They can't say nothing because they're illegal. Who they gonna tell the police? And it undercut the labor force to a degree, right? But brothers that peeped that, we said, hey, you gonna keep playing this game, it's gonna cost you. And now You know, it was cool when people had the money. Now when you don't, you know, you took your own jobs from you, and now you want to blame quote unquote illegals. But that was your greed and your doing, to be perfectly honest. But didn't want to listen to brothers, right? Because people peep game. And when we said stuff like that, it's like, y'all know what you're talking about. You just mad, you just hating, you just jealous. It's like, all right, whatever. You know, we peep game about, we talked about the war on drugs a long time ago. It's just war on black people. Oh, and then the government had to say it, and they're like, oh, for real, damn, these dudes know what's up. Like, Jesus, you know. We say y'all got y'all got y'all eye on us all the time, but you got your eye on the wrong people. And this is how part of all these terrorist attacks and all these other groups have taken over spots of the country, and this is why it's putting a squeeze on quote unquote white America, because we told y'all was so racist that y'all not paying attention to your country, you know, getting taken from right under your nose, and you didn't want to hear it, and now you mad at black people, you know, because that's your go-to scapegoat, but you've lost so much to everybody else, there ain't no getting it back. Also, we peep game about wanting us to work harder and smarter and better, because what that really means is we're, you know, people still have that slave mindset with us. You know, we could work hard and you could reap all the benefits, and now, like, we peep game like we ain't doing that. No, thank you. No, I'm gonna reap the same benefits you reap for doing the same amount of work that you do. And if I'm not reaping the benefits, I ain't doing it. And now, you know, other people are mad. Y'all need to do this and you do that and do this, that, and the third. No, you do it. You said you was a man. You said you could pull yourself up by your bootstraps. Well, let's see. And a lot of people are failing at that. And we knew that already, because we already said, watch, they can't do all this work they talk about. Watch, they aren't as great and grand as they say. We peep game. You know, we peep game with our own community when we said, look, y'all keep investing in these hoodlums and keep running with the degenerates and letting the idiots take over the asylum. It's gonna cost y'all. And our community like, no, they ain't. We got Jesus and we got thugs. Jesus and thugs got you nowhere. And now we peep the game. Why don't y'all come fix it? You said, you know, Pastor got it together. You said that, you know, these thugs and drug dealers are entrepreneurs. They're geniuses. They can put it all together. We told y'all a long time ago, no, they can't, and they playing y'all. But y'all didn't want to listen. So why? And now y'all don't want to put it on Pastor and the gangsters to fix the community that you were complicit in helping them destroy. Now somebody is not a real black man need to come in and fix it. Try to tell y'all that. Some of y'all sisters, we tried to tell y'all, you know, all this disrespect is gonna leave you lonely. Tried to tell you that. Even black women tried to tell you that, because they peep game. You can't go around being so disrespectful to people and then turn around and say, where you at? Why you don't love me? Come on now. We told you about this. We told you this wasn't gonna be a good idea. We peep game was like them feminists ain't gonna have your back. You didn't want to hear it. We peep game with that, you know. But you know, when brothers say stuff, y'all, nobody wants to listen, right? Because we lie about everything, you know. When it comes to raising the kids properly, we peep game about, look, y'all keep doing this child support, custody. I'm the mother and the father. These kids are not going to be raised properly because you're only teaching them one thing and not the other. And what's happening? Now you want to blame the black men for not being there for the same disrespectful women we said nobody wanted to be with because they're too disrespectful. And now they get to raise the kids because, you know, they know the laws are set up for them, and you know the laws are set up for them too. And you know, the thugs and pastor ain't going to save you. And now what? Now it's everybody else's fault. Because we peep game and told you this. And people have been peeping game about, look, You need to downsize your life because the way this economy is going, you do not want to be in debt in the near future in this economy. And people are like, oh, we got this, we live it. And now people understand what we're talking about because it's crushing you. It's better to be poor in this economy with no debt than to be middle class with debt. Sucks to say that, but you can go upward from poverty. With the cost of living going up, you might not be able to go upward from middle class in debt. You might be stuck forever and a day, all behind the 8 ball. Because of consumerism and lack of discipline. Black men in Peep game, we tried to say this. That's why we don't do imagery so much, because image gonna cost you. We tried to Peep game about, to learn how to diversify your portfolio. People, y'all don't know what y'all talking about. Yeah, we do. We told y'all this stuff. We told y'all you might want to learn, you might want to pick up some hobbies that you could use as a side hustle and a side job. That's what we've been doing for years. Now y'all trying to figure it out now. It ain't nothing that you trying to figure out now good, but we Peep game because there's too much going on out here with this economy. But y'all don't want to listen. And now you got people waiting, trying to hustle, behind the curve. And when we're telling you about the things that's going to happen in the future, you're still in that mind that we don't know what we're talking about, and a lot of you people are still behind. Y'all thinking about America and the ideal and how the system works. Capitalism doesn't work if it's broke. Capitalism doesn't work if it's in debt. There is no capital. All the rules are going to change. This part of the automation thing. People keep losing jobs and it keeps changing and evolving, and you see more brothers being Uber drivers and doing, things, everything that people feel like is demeaning and beneath them, you see black men doing because they know it pays. And you see everybody so with their head in the clouds that they don't understand that they're riding themselves into debt because of ego. You gotta leave your ego at the door in this new age, because wanting to feel important and look fly and be Instagram famous, that's gonna cost you more than you make. But y'all don't want to hear from us because y'all don't like what we got to say. So it is what it is, man. We out.